shark movie. Here we go again. Let's see my thoughts on yet another shark movie. This one, The Black Demon. Very simple IMDb plot here. Stranded on a crumbling rig in Baja, a family faces off against a vengeful megalodon shark. Alright, that is the setup here. Uh, if you're a follower of this channel, of my reviews, you know I've grown increasingly frustrated with the CGI sharks that we've seen uh, over the course of the last couple of years, several years, many years now. And I just, dying for them to get it right. I know Meg Part 2 is coming out soon, and, that was okay. I don't know. It seems like, the bigger sharks, they can somehow make it okay, or I don't know. But when they try with these realistic sharks, it just doesn't work. I don't know, but again, the fight to get these shark movies right, I don't know. Anyway, for this one, The Black Demon, very interesting. I posted the trailer, and I posted one of the shorts that that I've been doing on the channel for this, and it's it mentions being based, well, not in the IMDb plot, but in the I guess further readings on it is supposedly based on a Mexican legend, and I guess some people took issue with that, and I didn't write that. That came along with whatever information I got, because I think I got it in a press release for it or something, and people were like, "There's not a legend of that, or the legend is something different," and I don't know, but it sparked a lot of talk. I'm like, okay, but I kind of ignored it because I don't really know. I mean, I didn't really dig into it. I don't know if there's true legend of the Black Demon or not, or if it's a shark or something else or whatever. I don't know. Obviously, that's kind of what is kind of mentioned here in the movie, that there is something out there in the waters, in this certain territory. As this family kind of visits this part of Mexico, you see, a little bit of myth and legend in this small town, and as from what I gathered, it was a fishing town at one point, but then things went wrong because of this shark, and then that kind of dried up the town because nobody had any money, because nobody was fishing, because there's this big ass shark killing everybody out there in the water. So that's just the kind of basics out there. So again, I don't know, the truth or not truth, or this is completely made up or not. I mean, we see horror movies all the time based on a true story, and it's just not, but they just throw it out there so easily. So, I don't know any of that stuff. So don't hold me to that. I didn't write the movie. I didn't make the movie. It's just, that's what they're going with. So, that said, again, we have this family dynamic. A father, mother, and two kids. The father is maybe an engineer type or so forth. I think that's what they were going for. And there's a rig out there in the water that is not functioning well, and he gets sent out there to basically take a look, see what's going on and what's wrong. And being this again a new movie streaming now, I believe, I'm not going to give away everything. There are other things involved with getting him there and blah 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 that I'm not going to get into, small twists and turns and so forth. But the point is, he goes out to the rig, and eventually his family ends up there as well. Not filling in all the blanks, so you have something to watch. And of course, the rig is out in open water there, so there's a shark, and there's a little bit of shark action going on there. And I guess they get there, and then it's okay. Well, now once they get there, obviously they see the shark, and how the hell are they going to get off this rig? And like I said, there's some other things going on, but eventually they're going to have to leave. And how are they going to do this with a big ass shark that's trying to get them? I guess one of the things about this movie, and before I even saw it, I think I saw it in somebody mentioning, talking about the movie, is that, the shark is not big in this movie. And I'm not talking about the size, I'm just talking about how much shark action there is in the movie. And, I can kind of agree with that. It is not a lot of shark action in it, and it has pushed a lot. In the beginning, you're getting a lot about the family, a lot about them getting to the rig. When they're getting actually in the water, getting to the rig, you get a little shark action. Once they get there, there's still a little bit, but then there's a lot going on with the dynamic of what is happening on the rig and so forth. Like I said, some things that I don't want to touch on because that will spoil it, and I want to leave you guys with something to see since there's not a lot of shark action to see. So yeah, there's other stuff going on in this rig, a lot of drama and then that kind of thing, and that kind of takes up some of the time in the movie. And then the shark kind of passes by. There's a little drama here and there. Someone falls in the water, or they got to go in the water to fix something, and then that kind of brings around the shark drama again. And then obviously you get the final act where they actually have to get off this thing, and how are they going to do so with the shark in the water. So you get that final little bit of shark action. But I think overall, yeah, there is not a ton of shark action in it. And, I guess you can argue the same with some of the other movies, some of the other shark things, and I guess that's another problem in some of these shark movies, that, you're watching it because it's a shark movie, you're watching it because you want a shark attack, you want to see that, you want to see the shark, and you get a lot of other stuff, a lot of stuff that's not shark. So, I'm not going to complain totally in this one about the CGI of the shark. It is okay, not the worst I've seen. But again, maybe because there's just not a lot of shark in this movie. So, that is, kind of a way to hide it. And again, this is a megalodon shark, so it is a little bit bigger. So again, for some reason, the CGI doesn't look as bad when I guess you exaggerate it. But, that's what you're getting. So yeah, so if you're looking for a lot of shark action, a lot of blood and guts, sharks, eating tons of people, you're just not getting that in this movie. It is a lot more of the drama, a lot more of the family dynamic, a lot of, like I said, there's some other things going on here with the family and him being there and blah blah blah. So you're getting a lot more of that, and then you are getting this myth and this a little bit of, I guess that spirit kind of thing going on here. One of his kids kind of has this thing going on, and they kind of know, or they kind of have this feeling, and they kind of somehow kind of grasped the myth and that the spirit thing that's going on in this movie, and that kind of plays a role in it as well. So that's what you're kind of getting more of in this movie. You're not getting a lot of shark attacks. You're not getting, just, they're on the open water on a rig, so they're not really on a boat. So, there's not, yeah, the rig is not in good shape, and yeah, it's probably going to come down, or they have to get off. But it's not like being stranded on a boat where the shark keeps circling back and people keep falling in the water, and that kind of typical thing we see. So, yeah, it is. I will agree. It is a little short on shark, but again, that is another complaint about these shark movies. So while I like these shark movies, I continue to watch them. There's just so much to complain about. I just feel like I spend more time complaining than anything. But it is what it is. So yeah, I know that. Oh yeah, it did not get a good rating here on IMDb. 3.6 out of 10 out of a little over 3,000 I guess reviews or whatever. Yeah, and I without reading any of them, I'm going to imagine that it's that it's short on shark. The story is there, but the shark is there, but not enough. And if you're a horror fan, you know that these people need to continue to do these shark movies. I guess they're just missing. It is hard. I'm sure it is hard, and obviously nobody's really mastered. Since Jaws, how to pull off a really good shark movie, but you know, they're just not grasping what I think horror fans truly want in these shark movies, um, and giving it to them. So that's why we continue to sit here and complain about them. So, uh, I didn't hate it as much as I thought. I still was kind of there. I saw what they were doing with this drama and dynamic that they're doing. So I didn't hate it, but again, it is like short on the shark. There's just not enough shark in it. So with that, I'm gonna give it two pools of blood. Another average shark movie. If you see it, great. If you don't, I don't think you'll miss a whole lot. Um, and again, I can't really comment on this legend thing, if it's true or false or whatever they're trying to do here. So, with that is two pools of blood out of five, and yeah, that's it for this one. So, horrorgoyreviews.blogspot.com down below is where you can find more of my reviews, written and video. But of course, if you're just interested in the video reviews, subscribe, like, and all those things that everybody wants you to do. If not, no problem, no worries, no pressure. Twitter, Facebook down below as well. Same there. Reach out. You want to talk horror, this movie, other movies, whatever. And in the comment section below, share your feelings on shark movies. And can we get a good one again? Please help us. Somebody. Anybody. Yeah, so with that, I guess I will catch you on the next review, horror fans.